Hi everybody, thanks for taking a look at my website. Real quick, I just wanted to run through the breakdown of my website and the main points that I kind of focused on throughout the website. So first off, the purpose of my website was to serve as a hypothetical classroom website, and I chose to work with a third grade classroom. So I just created this website to create a place for students and parents to kind of refer to when they needed resources or had questions on what was going on in the classroom, and then a place where they could find information when needed. So just a quick run through. This is my welcome page. Just a quick little welcome paragraph. This is a picture of me from graduation, and then I also created a short podcast just introducing myself. I linked in my email address for parents to contact me if needed, and then I also put in a place where parents can subscribe to the classroom newsletter. And then the next page is pretty simple, just tonight's homework page. So I broke it down by subject. I have math, science, English, social studies, and then I also linked in 2 screencasts that I had created. One of them is on run-on sentences. It's a quick mini lesson, and then the other one is our digital storytelling screencast that we had created this semester. And I kind of just implemented that into our social studies and how they were going to do like a historical storytelling activity, and they would refer to this to kind of see like how it was going to look. Next page is our classroom events page. Really simple, just a breakdown of what is going on in the classroom and in the school over the next few months, and then I also linked in the school calendar as well for parents to look at if needed. And then this page was the collaboration links. I feel like this page has a lot of information, but I think it can be helpful to parents. I linked in 2 apps that I think is helpful for students to use that can help them just really have fun. This first website or app is for students to draw, and then they can share like their artwork and any of their doodling with their friends and family and classmates. Just a fun app that they can use. And then Nearpod is a place where students can play these games and complete quizzes and have fun and be able to play with their classmates. And then down here is a screencast that I created on how Nearpod works. So I did link that into my website as well. This section here I discussed introducing a mystery reader into the classroom. So one of the classes I subbed for a couple months back, they had a mystery reader. And one of the students' parents signed up to come in and read, and the kids loved it, and I love the idea of doing this, so I kind of took it and ran with it. Definitely something I would like to use in the future. I think it's a great idea. And then lastly, down here I kind of go into assistive technology. I included my assistive tech screencast, and then this is the Padlet I created. I focused on assistive technology for my Padlet, and then these are just all sources that relate to assistive technology. So most of them I did like assistive tech for those with autism, cerebral palsy, Down syndrome, it's mostly like broken down into disability. So that's that page. And then this page is internet safety skills. So this, I just kind of wanted to make it quick because I feel like 3rd grade is kind of a difficult age for them to understand internet safety to its fullest. So I kind of wanted to just make it brief for them. So I did include, these are short videos. I think they were like 2 minutes each. Very simple to understand. Just informative videos about internet safety. Here is a podcast I created just discussing to the class what they need to keep in mind when they're using the internet, how to use it safely, anything like that. And then down here I created a screencast just summarizing these two videos. I went through and kind of pulled out the important points that I wanted the students to remember from these videos and how to keep them in mind when they're researching or just using the internet, whether they're playing games with their friends or doing research for school. Just a few tips there for them to follow. And then lastly, this is my final page. It's focused on digital law. This is actually the topic exploration that I chose to do. So I focused on digital law, and how I did this was with using Symbaloo. So what I did is I kind of broke it down. I wanted to focus on digital law in the sense of teachers teaching younger students the importance of citing their sources and kind of just introducing what plagiarism is. I know it's kind of a difficult thing to understand for young minds, but I think there are ways that we can teach younger students about this. So what I did for my Symbaloo is this section here is kind of just sources that teachers can go off of for how to teach plagiarism and how to teach younger kids how to cite sources. Right here is what you need to cite, what you don't need to cite. Over here, great websites for students to use to find topics to research. So they're they're kid-friendly sources, websites that they can use. And it's kind of like the daily news, but it's simplified for kids to understand. Then down here I included kid-friendly search engines. And then over here is a couple links on plagiarism. And then lastly is resources that students can use to cite their sources. So that's what my Symbaloo was, what that consisted of. And again, this was the my topic exploration that I chose to do. So overall, I would say the part of my website that I'm most proud of is how I was able to incorporate various forms of technology, as for example, incorporating like the podcast and the screencast. Before this semester I had never done either of those or recorded any of those, so that was a new skill I learned this semester, and I actually really enjoyed doing it. I'd much rather record myself talking than have to type up a paper, and think it's easier for me to explain my thoughts by speaking rather than talking, or rather than typing up a paper. So I definitely am proud of myself for being able to learn how to do this and how to incorporate it into my website. And I think I got pretty familiar with both of those, so it's something I'll definitely be using in the future. And then one thing I would want to work on before I made my website public, I think I would want to somehow combine my internet safety and my digital law page. I think there is a lot of overlap with these two pages, and they can definitely be condensed. So that's something that I would work on before I kind of launched my website and made it public. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with how my website turned out. I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you have any questions, just reach out to me. Thank you.